So as we're beginning, I just want to salute Tunnel Vision for the incredible job they're doing out here in Meade Village. We salute you guys. Powerful work that you're doing here. We want to just thank God for our county executive and his support and the council with our chair, Pete Smith, and the incredible job he's doing here in District 1. Number 1, right. All right. So it's my distinct pleasure to open up with a word of prayer. Let us bow heads. Eternal God, our Father, we thank you for this beautiful day that you have made. This is a day that you've made, and you have commanded us to rejoice and to be glad in it. We are joyful and jubilant and vibrant on purpose, and that purpose is that we are celebrating the kickoff of the Tunnel Vision Summer League, but not just the league, Lord, but the tremendous work and the partnerships that have taken place to make this place even better. We thank you for all the design, the aesthetics to make this place to become a safe haven where kids can come, where adults can come and feel the love and experience the love and the vibrancy of what community is all about. I pray now for your blessings to be upon Meade Village, and that souls that come here will experience your divine entity and love, your grace, your mercy that you have here. I ask that there will be, as the league goes forth, that there will be no injuries, that there will be no arguments, except for when bad calls are made by the refs. And but most of all, we just ask for your blessings, and that we continue to pull together and support one another. And we do this in your precious name. Amen. Amen. God bless you.
I'm going to take this down for a second. I want to give credit to the county executive before I give my remarks, Stuart Pittman. So please give him a round of applause, and I'm going to talk about why. I would be lying to you if I said that this was 100% me. I just got back on the council in December. I was on here and representing this district from 2012 to 2018. But this is why representation matters. From 2012 to 2018, there were a lot of things in the budget that I fought for. And when it came to this park, when it comes to that Severance Center that's right across the street, other safety things and benefits to the community that was really, really hard to get through because the previous county executive did not believe in the same vision that I had for this district. But I'll tell you what, there was a man named Stuart Pittman who, when he got in office, not only believed in the same vision that I had, but put his money where his mouth is. Where his mouth is. And I say that to say this: representation matters. And so for those that live in Meade Village, in Pioneer City, and Severn, Annapolis, and other areas that have been underserved for decades and years, he has got into office and put his money where his mouth is. And it matters. And so I am so grateful that we now have an investment into this park that is your park. We have a Severance Center that we have spent $16 million on right across the street from here. That would not happen if we didn't have folks like Stuart Pittman or the LDC with Senator Pam Bidle, because most of that money and Delegate Mark Chain and those who are served in the LDC side of the house, that funding came from there. But it came there because you all put the right people in office. And so when we go and knock on doors during election years and we make campaign promises and we write these checks, I'm telling you, the folks that are in office right now, we cash those checks because that money is there to help you all. And so I would encourage you all to stay involved, continue to advocate on the things you want for your community because it matters. And so that balloon around there, look, I was in Iraq. I knew it wasn't real, and so I'm good. But I am so proud to represent District 1, this area, this court, because I believe in it. I was a kid in public housing. I was a kid who didn't have a basketball court in the community that we live in, or a community center for that matter, where we lived in. But damn it, in Anne Arundel County, certainly at Severn, and in this area, we have people, politicians, who put their money or put their where their mouth is and their vote where their mouth is, and they actually keep their promise. So for all of that, I am so grateful to just be a part of that process and continuing that legacy. Now it's up to you, the parents and the community, to sustain what we have here. I'm going to be hard on you. I'm going to be real with you. I hate sugarcoating stuff. For those kids that are here that are 10, 11 years old, it is now up to us to keep this and maintain it the way it is. Not the politicians. We've done our part. They've done their part. And so I'm going to be every weekend or every month making sure we keep the court clean and that we have the additional resources to make sure the community feels safe, so on and so forth. But I'm just proud to be a part of this process and one cog in the wheel to ensure that this legacy continues many decades after I'm in this seat. And so again, to Senator Bidle, as well as the LDC members and the county executive, thank you for the opportunity to fund the things that matter to kids that are sitting in this audience. A kid like me who had nothing and who was homeless when he was 17, swear to God, to have these things right here matters. And so I'll be here for the next 4 years, certainly making sure you have additional assets and things as well. To Tunnel Vision. Oh yeah, I see Delegate. I think Delegate Henson over here, she's the fiery rep from Annapolis, and she made it say. And we got Delegate Mike Rogers, who represents District 32 as well, who is and has been an asset for this area for a long time, even serving on the school board, not the school board, the PTA for Meade High School. We have my Vice Chair, Councilwoman Pickard, who's in District 2. Listen, if you're just, look, we want to fight sometimes. I would not, this woman is strong. I'm telling you, if I didn't bench more than her, I would be scared of her. Because she is fiery, she's feisty, she advocates and fights for what she wants for District 2. So Glen Burnie cannot have a better advocate than her, because this woman is brutal, right? And so I'm just grateful for her advocacy. This isn't that's a good thing. That she advocates and fights for the things that just like I'm going to do here in District 1, she does the exact same thing in District 2. But it takes a team to make things happen. Not one of us can do anything by ourselves. All those names that I mentioned to you, not one of us can do anything by ourselves. It takes all of us to work together to make that happen. And so teamwork matters. And so proud to have her as a team member. I was trying to see if I missed any other elected officials. Oh, yes, from Senator Cardin's office, Jessica Cook, who is here. She's another, I tell you, we got superstars in the sort of political representation here. Is Sandy here? Oh, and Sandy Bartlett, who is represented as well. Sandy is a part of, Delegate Bartlett is a part of District 32, as well as with Delegate Mark Chang and Delegate Mike Rogers. So they're that trifecta that makes sure that the House legislation is passed appropriately. So I do want to turn it back over to the host with Tunnel Vision, who has also done a lot for this community, and we should get behind folks who are doing things. And so I know the Housing Commission, what's Burl at? Oh, there she is over there, who serves on the Housing Commission for this county and putting the money into this facility that's over here. And we are a partner. We're a team. We're going to make sure Tunnel Vision, because they produce. We've got a lot of people that have great ideas and they want to help in the community, but they run out of air and steam, and it really doesn't materialize. But Tunnel Vision has been there. And so if you've seen them over the last, please give them a round of applause. If you've seen them in action, listen, they got a group of folks that literally make things happen. And so we will be a partner with you to make sure that continues to happen, whether that's physically, spiritually, financially, through the county, through the Housing Commission, to make sure you're resourced, because you do great things, and I want to make sure that those things are sustained and continue for the next generation. So I will now turn it over to the county executive, who is, I should have read the script before I got here as far as orders, so thank you, Mr. County Executive.
Thank you, and yeah, you were making me blush over there. Couldn't you have done that before the election? I would have gotten even more votes. He did, he was out there working. Yeah, I want to thank Pete Smith too, because it was even before I was in office when I was running that I think we were over at the barber shop across the way, and Pete was organizing for the Severn Center down here, And the previous county executive had said no, and the one before that had said no, and it had been 30 years that people had been working for that. And that's when I got sold on it. That's when I promised to get it done, and we managed to get that done. But then I came up here, and I got to know this community a little bit, and was committed to putting money in where it would be effective to improve the quality of people's lives. But I knew that it wouldn't work if it was just the government coming in and writing checks to do things, and that there had to be some organizing in the community. And I met Apostle Antonio Palmer and his church, and then I met Kyle Williams and Rodell Wright and Tunnel Vision, and all of these things started coming together at the same time. And so when they came and said, can we get a contract with Rec and Parks to paint the basketball courts? And they already were doing the side of the Arundel Center, you might notice, remember Thomas L. Brown painted that, and now it's beautiful. Now this is beautiful. We said yes right away, and I didn't have to talk Jessica Lays into it at Rec and Park. She was already there. I think you probably already made a commitment. But we managed to come up with the money to do this. And this stuff is important. Thomas L. was talking to me about the last, was it 12 days you've been working on this? And one day where there were kids wandering around, and he said, why aren't you in school? And they said, well, the bus didn't show up. So he said, well, come work. And then another day, there were some kids hanging around. He said, well, we got suspended. Come and work. And so the crew that worked on this lives here. And I have a feeling, I believe in my heart, that this is a moment, not just where government is helping at every level. We have a new governor. We have Wes Moore, who's going to really deliver, and that's going to be a new addition to the whole program. We got the county. We've got our federal delegation in Congress. But the economy is in a place where it's good to be a worker. I don't know if you've noticed, but wages are actually up at the bottom end of the scale, and it's easier to get a job. It's easier to get a livable wage job, and our workforce development folks are helping people get into work. So I believe that 10 years from now, we're going to look back and we're going to say, wow, look at the data. Look at how graduation rates have increased. Look at how fewer people are getting shot. Look at how the performance of kids in school who come from Mead Village and Still Meadows and Pioneer City and this whole community is going to have improved. And people are going to say, that's a great place to raise your kids. You know, that's a great place to be from. And it's going to be because of all the work that all you all have done today and have been doing over the last few years and are going to continue to do. So, you know, let's what are we going to do? Cut a ribbon or something like that and play a basketball game? This is a beautiful, beautiful day. But I think that what's next is citations. So we government people like to get up and do citations, and you put them up on the wall. So I got some citations. Senator Bidel, our delegation. Who's got citations? Let's come up and do them all at once. Does that work? We got council citations.
I just wanted to. So, is Gloria dead? Where'd she go? Where's Gloria? Where's she at? Oh, so Gloria is your school board representative for District 1. And so please give her a round of applause. You know, I left her out because I was looking at these elected officials and totally didn't see her over here. But I wanted to give her a good round of applause because if you know anything about the school system, they have a huge burden when it comes to redistricting that is coming up and just managing the expectations of the public. So Gloria, just thank you for being that advocate for us on the school board. So just wanted to give you a shout out. Thank you.
All right, so I'm not sure what you all have got, but I know what I got. I got a bunch of them. And I'm going to read the names. First, I'll just read what the citation says. It says, residents of Anne Arundel County salute Chase Your Dreams initiative, but we've got specific volunteers as well in recognition of your ribbon-cutting ceremony and for your partnership with Anne Arundel County, a variety of local organizations and community volunteers to install 2 new basketball courts and an inspiring mural for the Mead Village community. Thank you for helping to make Anne Arundel County the best place for all. Yes, that's it. So, come on up. I'm going to read your names. Mashra Kiki Turner, Cameron Turner, Jackie Johnson, Catherine Brown, Raphael Edwards, Tiara Brown, Eric Brown, Jameson Scott, Keandre Furr, PJ, Ayani Brown, Devon Harrison, Andrew Anfer and Niani Brown. Come on up. Vincent, do we have citations for all? Yeah. Why don't you all come on and Vincent, Vincent will figure out who's who. But just come on up and get your picture. What?
It's Jackie Jackson.
Yeah, you said Johnson.
Oh, Jackie Jackson.
Yes.
Sorry. Let's go on up here and get our picture taken. You're probably next.
It's over there. Just tell me right here. I think they got mine.
You want to get a picture with him?
He said Johnson, what he's got. Okay, thank you.
Come on.
Hey, did you get shown one for SP?
I picked it.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure we get the one.
Is his last name Edward?
This one's probably for you.
Raphael is Edward, right? Okay. I have his. You want it? You can have it. Huh?
Who's that for?
Raphael. We call him RJ. Yeah, RJ.
Want to take a quick picture?
Yeah, let's take a picture.
We're not in this. Sorry.
Oh, no, go.
Your shot.
Don't forget to smile. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Okay. So Pam, you want to do?
She look real cool.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Senator Pam Beidel, and I'm here representing the delegation, the House and Senate delegations for Anne Arundel County. And I just want to thank all of you, Thomasil for your beautiful work, Kyle and Rodell for your continued support of this community. You have been absolutely amazing. So I'm going to read the citation. It's very short because unlike the county executive, I get 35 words, and that is all I get. So we try to do the best we can in 35 words. So from myself and from Delegates Chang, Bartlett, and Rogers, and our Delegate Henson, who will include in the delegation. But I do. Thank you. So this is a Maryland General Assembly official citation, being hereby known to all that sincerest congratulations are offered to the Chase Your Dreams initiative in recognition of the ribbon cutting for the Hoops for Hope mural. We thank you for your amazing work you do in the Mead Village Park community. Congratulations. Presented on the 4th day of June 2023. Can I ask you all to come up? Get my delegates.
Dylan, how are you, sir?
How are you?
Good.
You got everybody? Thank you.
Yeah, calm yourself. Go ahead and be cool.
Thank you. I'm going to talk to you before I leave.
Good job.
All right. Good afternoon. I usually have a really good outside voice. Is that on now? Fix it. There you go. Good morning, Jessica Laser, Beacon Park. Thank you guys all for coming out today. It's great to see such a great turnout of the local community, the groups that worked on this project, and the county all here together. Beacon Parks met with Kyle Williams about a year ago, and he pitched an idea very enthusiastically about bringing the community together in a way that Beacon Parks never really has done before, through art. At first I was probably a little bit hesitant, like, oh, does this mean we have to maintain it? What does it cost? You know, what is the upkeep, and does the community want it? But then I went out and saw the amazing artwork on the Arundel Center done by Camisal, and I was sold. I wanted the art everywhere. So we had lots of conversations about where to do the artwork first, and Mead Park just made sense. Why? Because we have a really strong community here. Street basketball is played here every single day by the community, and there's a thriving heartbeat here in this area that just needed a little bit TLC from Rec and Parks. So we came out, we agreed that we would resurface the existing basketball court, make it look kind of prettier, and create a canvas for the Hoops of Hope. But then when we got out here, that wasn't enough. There needed to be a little bit more done. So we obligated to do a little bit more park reno and build a second court. So what you see here today is an investment in the community because it's important. It's important for Rec and Parks to provide more opportunities, but it's also important for us to partner with the nonprofit and the groups because we can't do it by ourselves, and we don't know how, and we definitely don't have the skill and the talent to bring the artwork here. So from start to finish, this is one of the few projects that I can say has been a huge success. And why? Because it's the positivity that came out of the nonprofit group. Tunnel Vision did all the grunt work, brought the community together, got people out here, got our staff out here painting, like made it something that everybody wanted to do. It wasn't an obligation, it was a desire that everybody wanted to work alongside to bring a new amenity. And we're grateful that we were able to be part of it. So thank you for bringing the great idea, and thank everybody today for being here. Your next speaker is very, very honored and important. We have a Indiana Pacers NBA guard with us today who's also a graduate of North County High School. So homegrown talent, which is the best talent to recognize, and that's Trevelyan Queen. Please come on up.
Oh, shit. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for waking us all up today and allowing us to be here. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but for all the kids out there, I just want to let you know that if I can do it, you can do it. I would like to thank Tunnel Vision, all the representatives we have here today to allow us to make this happen. Shit. You know you get nervous when you say a lot and shit. My bad, kids. So, well, for me, I'm not too far. I'm from around here. My journey was a little complicated, but I stuck with it. I kept faith. I kept pushing for a bigger purpose, and my purpose is to give back to the community, show kids that no matter where you come from, you can always make it. You know what I mean? Throughout my journey, I faced homelessness. I faced adversity. I faced people giving up on me, but I never gave up on myself, and I never gave up my relationship with God. So for that, anything's possible. You know what I mean? Hey, you see what I mean? Oh yeah. So my slogan is separate yourself, and what that means is it's cool to be different. You ain't always gotta be with the popular crowd. You ain't always gotta hang out with the cool kids. You ain't always gotta be the tough guy. You know what I mean? You can always be the one away from the group and just focusing on your purpose. You got a purpose, and the reason why, the end goal is infinite. So for me, also my Queen Family Foundation, it's bigger than me. So I want to leave a legacy for my family and my last name. So when I'm gone or whoever's gone, the Queen family name will live on. And I just appreciate Kyle, Tunnel Vision, for doing this for the community. People not doing this nowhere like this, so I just appreciate everybody who supported it and put hands on this court and everything like that. So yeah, I just appreciate everybody and the support and love, man. That's it.
Thank you. Next up, we have the very talented and creative Camisal.
I didn't prepare a long speech, but I did want to thank my group, Tunnel Vision to Chase Your Dreams. Thank you all for believing in me. Thank you for all of our partners. Stuart Pittman, thank you for your support on everything you supported behind me, and all of the partners. First and foremost, I wanted to thank all of the kids, all of the volunteers, and all of the artists that came out to help. Special shout out to my guy SP the Plug. He was Ubering here from DC every time he can make it out to the project, putting his expertise. We had my guy Mel Pemberton, who flew here from Atlanta for a couple days to help start the project. And my guy Albert Zarate, who flew here from LA, who helped us with the stencil. So this project took a lot of grunt work and a lot of math, a lot of facing the elements. It wasn't easy at all. We were fighting time here all late last night to make sure we get it polished well for you guys. But this is bigger than me. This is for the community. Like I told Stuart and I told Kyle, the one thing about Meade Village, I'm not from here. But being here for 12, 13 days, I really saw how true this neighborhood is and how they respect each other and how a lot of neighborhoods throughout the county could model themselves at the Meade Village. I know there's been a couple rough things here, but when you look deep down at the core of this neighborhood, it is something to look up to. So I was proud and honored to be able to paint this mural here. And shout out to Traveling Queen, man. Follow your journey. Look up to him and all of the other people here. So, oh yeah, shout out to Kennedy too. Kennedy been here. She made sure, special shout out to Kennedy because some of the stencils didn't work because of the rain. So when we lift them up, the paint was a little bit splattered. Kennedy did her thing with the detail. So when you see a lot of these crispy lines out here, shout out to Kennedy for that. She's doing her thing as well. But again, I'm just honored to take part in this project, and I'm honored to be able to spread my art throughout the county and throughout the world. And I'm pleasure to be a part of the Chase Your Dreams initiative, and we look forward to doing even more great things around the county. Thank you.
Every great idea comes from a person, and that person was Kyle Williams. Kyle, come on up from Tunnel Vision, Chase Your Dreams.
Thank you, thank you. First and foremost, I want to take this time out to thank God, because without him, none of this is possible. So please, let's give God a hand clap for having us out here, all these beautiful people out here for a great cause. You know, during the pandemic 2020, we started the Chase Your Dreams initiative as an organization to try to give hope during the time where there was hopelessness, right? And we used the opportunity, some downtime. We weren't even supposed to be outside playing basketball. So we were doing stuff we weren't supposed to. But look where we are today, right? And we have William Brooks here, who's the commissioner of our league. Give him a hand clap, please. There's a bunch of other guys. We were just, as a board, frustrated, you know, at a time where people were struggling to pay bills, didn't know what we were going to do next. We came out here, and this community welcomed us in. So let's give a hand clap to Meade Village community, to all the residents, because they've been very welcoming since we came in. And I think the work that we've done since we've been here has been special, but not only from a sports perspective, but just from the community work, the entrepreneurship that we've been teaching, the trades, teaching them how to design and make an apparel, teaching them about HVAC, just different opportunities that are out there. I think one thing that's important right now in our community and Anne Arundel County as a whole is making sure that we have role models, right? Positive images that young men and young women in and throughout this county can see. And I'm letting you know that myself, my team, we're here to be just that for the next generation, right? And I know that when we first stepped foot in, you know, there was a lot of concerns about, hey, well, you guys are just going to come in and leave, right? But we've been here since 2020. And we've kept our commitment. Every holiday, every time something's going on, we're right here, and we're not going anywhere. And I think that it's important to know that not only is it Meade Village, but expanding our work in and throughout the county, right? We want to make sure that we're there for all walks of people throughout life and so forth. So we're going to continue to be the organization that you need us to be, County Executive Stuart Pittman. I'd like to thank Jessica Lays and your team, because it's important when we have individuals like you who can allow the younger generation, such as ourselves, to take our creative ideas and to be able to turn them into something that works for the community, right? And without you guys, none of this stuff will be possible. And I can guarantee you that as long as you guys continue to give us an open ear, that we're gonna do our best to support you guys in your initiative, your missions, and what you guys want to do with the county. So we got your back. We're here forever. And I can guarantee you guys that as we grow from a company side, from Tunnel Vision, and also from a nonprofit side with Chase Your Dreams initiative, we're going to do major things for this county and for this community, right? And I haven't, you know, and everybody who knows me, I started out Tunnel Vision selling T-shirts out the trunk of my car when I was in 2011, my senior year in college. I had a dream. So tunnel vision was given to me in a dream through God. I had a dream that I owned a business in my dream. It was called Tunnel Vision. I didn't know what it was about, but I love sports. And I woke up the next day. I had a guy from college who wasn't even an artist, drew our logo as it is today. No edits or anything. You know, started taking it from there, printing it on T-shirts. And then next thing you know, boom, we got our first high school contract and then grew from there, right? So I want the kids to understand that there's legal ways, positive ways to make something out of yourself, right? Dreams that you can follow that can actually come true, and it's not going to be easy. I told you guys, this came to me 2011. We're at 2023 today. So our ultimate goal is to continue to support this county, the community as a whole, and shoot, one day I hope that we can be, Tunnel Vision can be to Anne Arundel County where Under Armour is to Baltimore. So that's my goal, that's our goal, and we're going to continue to do that. The next thing that I would like to touch on as well is just I want to thank everybody who had hands in on this project. I'd like to thank the LDC, Recreation and Parks, County Executive Stuart Pittman in his office. We'd like to thank the Arts Council of Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, DTLR. Is Tremaine here? Tremaine, are you here from DTLR? No, I saw him earlier. But we want to give a big shout out to DTLR, United Way for their neighborhood grant support, the Queens Family Foundation for traveling, the Housing Commission. We'd like to thank Kingdom Care. I'd also like to give a special shout out to LAA and the Boys and Girls Club as well. So thank you guys. I also like to give some personal shout outs as well. Number one to Pam Beidel. Thank you so much for your support and stepping up and helping making this project possible. You've been there for us since day one. We appreciate your support, and we always have your back, right? And then Pete Smith, my guy, my go-to guy, right? Always there for us, always supporting. Pete even, you know, does some things that he doesn't have to support this community out here. So I want you guys to give a hand to Pete Smith as well. Stuart, you know, you have my full support. That's never going to go anywhere, man. I really love the things that you've done for Anne Arundel County as a whole and stepping up for communities that normally get the side eye or don't get the attention that they need. So I want to make sure we give you a big hand clap because the work that you've been doing for communities hasn't getting enough credit as it should have. And I wanted to personally thank you. And, you know, when I came to you last year, man, it was a week after we finished the league. I was on vacation, right? And I was getting in trouble because I wasn't supposed to be on the phone talking to you. But I said, man, I got to get the Stuart, man. I got to get him. And you gave me a meeting, and I appreciate that, man, because sometimes I know you're busy, but anytime I reach out, you give me the time and attention to hear what I have to say. And it's because of that and Jessica taking the time out during Labor Day weekend to be able to hear my vision for this project. So thank you, Jessica. Thank you for your team at Rex and Parks, Dave Smalley, Josh, Erica Matthews, David Cobble, who's been out here every couple of days. I want to shout you out just for making sure everything's been good to go with that. I want to thank our local council women as well, Julie Hummer, Allison Pickard. I want to thank Delegate Shanika Henson for coming out. Delegate Mark Chain, appreciate your support. You've been out here several times. Delegate Mike Rogers, thank you for all your support all the time. And I also want to give a special shout out to Vincent. Vincent, we appreciate you, man, because you did a lot of hard work here and helping us get things figured out. I would like to thank Anne Arundel County Library. They've had a special hand, Laura, and all you guys there. Lisa Mondoro, appreciate your support. We're looking forward to the great community center that you guys just built and having the children in the community being able to utilize that. I want to thank Beryl Downs, my auntie. She adopted me. She'll call on me and get on me in a heartbeat. So I'm hoping I didn't miss any names because she'll strangle me later. And I want to give a special shout out to Stephanie from the Housing Commission. Stephanie, where are you? Thank you, Stephanie. We appreciate you and Cliff, Anthony. You guys have been great, Jaquel, and supporting us on everything that we do. We thank you guys. I want to thank Chanel. Is Chanel out here? Chanel, she's from Taste of Love over there. She's been feeding us every day, the volunteers, the kids. When they didn't have meals, when they were going to school, she was feeding us. I know I get on her nerves, but I love Chanel. And the kids. Oh, man, we had over 100 and something volunteers from the community who helped us with this project in some type of way, and that's amazing that we were able to do that. I learned so much about these kids doing this project. Little DJ is a mechanic. He's an 11-year-old mechanic. He got his own business. He runs right here fixing bikes, cars. he always come up, when can we shoot? I said, man, you got to wait. And he scored on me when the other day when the hoop bus came on. He reminds me every day, I scored on you, I scored on you. And RJ, I learned so much about RJ since he's come out here. He's been a sponge to Carmel in this process. Them seeing things like this, man, that they don't know are ways to make a living. It's just been amazing how they've been able to use this. And like I said, I want to give a shout out to Vine as well for the great work that he's been doing with the kids in this community. So Vine's been doing great work with these young men and young women as well. But they're picking up on this stuff. So it's just our job to show them different ways, non-traditional ways, for them to be successful in life and so forth. So as long as we keep feeding them these ideas and things like that, they're going to attach, they're going to be successful in life, and that's what we're all about, right? And then the last thing, well, not the last thing, I want to give a special shout out for myself to Carmel, to Kennedy, to SP, to JC, to Mel, to Alberto. Drew was out here, he helped us out, Eric. Man, we've been out in the heat for days and days and days. We finished this project last night at 10:30, right? We were out here all day. Rich helped us out. So trust me, it's been a process. Two weeks straight, sun up to sundown. My body hurt. I thought working out in the gym was tough. No, this is hard work. And you know, we tried to go back, and we still had regular business work to do, and I couldn't do it. So if you guys are trying to email me, I apologize. And you've been trying to call me, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just exhausted. My body is beat. But it's all for a good cause, right? So, and then the last thing, I want to just recognize my team. If you guys can come up here, Rodell, Fat Man, Sel, Jay, Keith, Dave, you out here, Matt, Yanni, all y'all come up here. All my team, Spain, all you guys come up here. And I want to give these guys and these young ladies a special, Damon, come on. Give you guys a special shout out. Lester, come on up here, everybody. Because, you know, without these guys and these women, none of this would be possible. We're coming out here in the heat, we're working hard, we're coming up with ideas, and we're constantly trying to create programs and different things to support the community. So I love y'all. I know sometimes I'm super busy and I might not get the answer to you right away and so forth, but your hard work never goes unnoticed. I love all you guys. Miss Tammy, you've been a rock for this project. And I just wanted to thank you guys personally. And we're looking forward to the county's investment with the brand new 2 basketball courts. I know we're working on some field space and some other things. But, you know, this is not the only community. We're looking forward to doing some things in other communities as well, in Spider and out. So I'll stop talking. Let's get to the fun part of cutting the ribbon and getting these guys started out and playing some basketball. All right, we appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you for coming out today.
Before they start, though, I happen to catch someone in the audience.
Okay.
And I definitely want to give them a special recognition. This guy doesn't even know who I am. I've never even met him before in my life, but I've followed him for the last, probably 30 years. And that's Kevin LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in the...
Come on up.
There, Kevin, please stand. So if you know anything about bodybuilding, this guy is homegrown from Maryland, from Anne Arundel County. I think Meade High School, right? Yeah, went to Meade High School.
From Meade Village.
From Meade Village. So he's been a professional player.
My brother.
I just wear a tight shirt, right? He actually does the work to be a good bodybuilder. But Kevin, when I saw you, I was like, holy shit. So yeah, I just want to give you a...
How you doing, man? I noticed your guns too, man.
Oh, it's a small shirt, small shirt.
But I'm very proud of this, honored to be here and Kyle and his vision and what he had talked about. It came to him in a dream, you know. My sister Tammy, been a rock. The whole community here, it means a lot to me because I used to live down in 1771 Circle Road down there. And we're talking about 27 some years ago. And every now and then when I fly back into the country, I'll take a ride through here. And I just want to say that it's amazing to see the growth that this community has taken on over the years. To see that and see the opportunity that is here for these young men today. It's a lot different than it was 20-some years ago. And I'm so proud. I want to say Chestnut and everybody here, you know, just remember one thing in life, like your dreams can come true, you know, just never stop dreaming because it can happen. And I'm living proof of it. We used to stand down here behind the food trucks, you know, get butter and cheese because we didn't have no money, you know. And I look back and I think what this community has given me is let me know that it's given me a lot of strength. No matter what we're going through in life, we can overcome. We can overcome all of our obstacles. The thing in my life, where it is today and where it came from, it's all a process. So never despise the day of small beginnings, because it can grow into something great, just like this community has grown to something great today. These events weren't taking place 27 years ago. You know, it was nothing but gunshots and drugs being dealt. This place was so hardcore, the cops didn't even want to come in. That's how it was, but it's grown because the community has got together in love. Love can heal and change anything in the world. And God. So always trust and believe in yourself. Never quit, never give up. No matter how hard things may seem. Just don't quit, hold on. Because God has a purpose and a vision for all of us. Just like he had for Kyle and his dream. So follow your dreams. Never quit, never give up. No matter how long it takes, you'll never lose. Peace and one love. Thank you.
All right, we're going to do the honors and cut together. Everybody, come on, Stu. Lisa, you want to come? Chris?
They
got the suit. They go?
We're going to step behind the ribbon, and they're going to move the podium. And you want a good photo in that way.
Excuse me, excuse me.
We're officially open for the 2023 Summer Programs. Thank you.